another bowl game after the Celebration Bowl. And he said, wouldn't that be better than seeing the usual 5-6 versus 6-5, 6-5 teams playing against each other? And he said, don't you think you could sell that? He's talking to us as the media. Don't you think you could sell that to advertisers? And I just want to get some of your thoughts on that.
Well, I think that you can sell it. The problem, though, is FCS doesn't qualify for FBS bowls. It would take NCAA legislative change. And there are certain things that you have to be in order to play in those type of bowls. Part of that is scholarships. The other part of that is also about stadium size and crowd. So there's a criteria to be FBS. So you can't go FCS to FBS.
No, they ain't cut them, but they said y'all said y'all wanted to hit a band, so I guess you had to hit a band with these crazy ass folk back here talking in the background. So I'm eating Chinese food while we try to hit a band.
Start the conversation so legislation can change, but right now it's not legislated by the NCAA.
Yeah, and I'm looking across, and you're looking at all sports. You're looking at the basketball. You know how Texas Southern made the tournament last year, did really well.
No, they ain't cut them, but they said y'all said y'all wanted to hit a band, so I guess you had to hit a band with these crazy ass folk back here talking in the background. So I'm eating Chinese food while we try to hit a band.
Start the conversation so legislation can change, but right now somewhere in that 270 range, but we had some stadium size. You're looking at all sports.
Basketball. You know how Texas Southern made the tournament last year, did really well.
No, they ain't cut them, but they said y'all said y'all wanted to hit a band, so I guess you had to hit a band with these crazy ass folk back here talking in the background. So I'm eating Chinese food while we try to hit a band.
Start the conversation so legislation can change, but right now
if I'm not mistaken, you're the head now of the NCAA. And I'm looking across, and you're looking at all sports. Basketball, you know how Texas Southern made the tournament last year, did really well.
No, they ain't cut them, but they said y'all.
Outstanding individual. He played basketball for Bobby Knight. I think it was the 1982 Final Four that he went to. Chris is an outstanding leader. Final Four is here in Houston this year. As a matter of fact, we were here on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday doing some press events and trying to drum up legislative support, volunteer support for the Final Four. I will be chair next year, which will be the Phoenix year. So overwhelmed, again, that my peers thought enough of me to vote me in to be vice chair and consequently chair. And also think it's good for the SWAC. You know, it legitimizes us in some areas that we probably were not as legitimate as we wanted to be. So on a national stage, man, there's nothing hotter than SWAC.
Well, best of luck to you with that. Thanks a lot, Dr. McClellan, for stopping by. Always enjoy talking to you. It's always a pleasure. We're going to pause for a timeout now. We'll be back with Jackson State Athletic Director Ashley Robinson. That's in just a minute, so stick around.
Hey, shouts out to my father, Charles McClellan. He's watching.
This man talked for the whole goddamn performance, man. Y'all run the likes up. Let's get to 1,000. I appreciate it, Malak. My brother got me. I appreciate you. Very professional, sir. I ain't worried about being professional. I'm worried about enjoying the company of my people, man. Well, I told you it's not ESPN. It's WeSPN. Gabriel Sanders, there you go. I appreciate you, bro. Y'all run the likes up, share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you all for putting up in the house of the lit. Now, I can't be surprised. Ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. JSU is up 21-0. Appreciate you, Dark Side, for the Hornets updates. And step one, man, be quiet. Step one, man, be quiet. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, JSU is, they're handling business, but it's hard to get a feel for the flow of the game with all the stoppages in play. You got 1K likes now. I appreciate.
And somebody said Prime got plenty of money. Yeah, but you can't go count nobody money. You can't go count nobody pockets saying what they already got. It has nothing to do with what I did here. Pay me for here. Pay me for, you know what I'm saying? And that needs to come with the city council, the mayor, the governor. They needs to say, man, you've generated all of this. You feel me? Y'all HBCUs need to come up with a board and sponsors and do what y'all need to do to be able to compete on levels that you can. You know, you see the coach is going to produce, so y'all boosters need to come together. Get your money together. Get all your crumbs together and make a loaf. You feel me? And support this man and keep him here in Jackson, because once he leaves, you know, that revenue leaves. Ain't no college game day coming there. I'm sorry. They came there and they mentioned Coach Prime 57 times. You feel me? 57 times they mentioned Coach Prime, and they ain't mentioned hardly any other player name other than Shedeur and Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking too much. Let me know what you think. You feel what I'm saying? I think they're paying Prime $500K on the books. Yeah, I think they're paying him $500K on the books, and he's spent $250K to get the place renovated. And I'm sure he's making money from endorsements. He's making money from deals they've done. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to realize they're getting endorsement money all day. They're getting endorsement money all day out the socks. He's getting that money, but that's not the issue though. You know, that's once again count my pockets outside the field. You can't say, well, you get endorsement money, so you know, take that as your salary. No, man, my salary is my salary. He's the only coach out there with a gold jacket. If it's not bigger than money, then he would be. All right, let's listen to this interview with Coach Ashley Robertson, the athletic director.
Yeah, I'd like to see you the brain thrust behind the idea to bring Coach Prime to Jackson State. And I just want to start, Ashley, by asking you, just tell me a little bit, how did you come up with the idea and how did all this develop to get Deion Sanders?
Tell him, Ashley.
State?
Well, you know, in my years in Texas, I've been in Texas 12 years, and relationships are everything. Staying in contact with Coach Prime, and as a mutual friend, we knew each other. And, you know, he's always coached his sons, and his son was becoming to be a senior. And I reached out to him and said, hey, don't you want to continue to coach your son? He answered the call, and we talked about some of the things that we wanted to do. And I'm very impressed when I talked to Coach Prime, and he really was invested and really wanted to be at Jackson State University.
Now, we had Dr. McClellan on just a couple of minutes ago, and he mentioned that it's had a huge effect not only for Jackson State, but for the whole conference. Would you tell me a little bit of some of the things that have transpired since you made this move?
You know, Coach Prime has done a really, really good job changing the culture, just not only for Jackson State, but for HBCUs as a whole. And, you know, Bush, that's one of my goals, to show people that it can be done at a HBCU. And Coach Prime is really showing that. He's showing that we can do some exciting things. We can build young men and young women. And that's what it's all about. We can be dominant on and off the field. We want to graduate our student athletes, win championship, and that's what Coach Prime is all about.
And just a few of the improvements you've had at Jackson State. You have a new field house.
Absolutely.
A new practice field. And, you know, you keep every week it's something different.
It's something different. Yeah, we redid our practice facility, turf, redid our locker rooms, also did our lounges for our student athletes, meeting spaces, our tennis courts. We did the exterior of our AAC, which is our Athletic Assembly Center, and we got more projects to come. We want to be able to upgrade all our facilities on campus, and then now we're looking at, 3 or 4 years out, looking to build a football stadium as well, on-campus football stadium. So we're doing some exciting things here at Jackson State University. It's all about our student athletes. We have a great leader to lead our charge, President Hudson, and that's what it's all about. It's all about leadership, especially when it comes to athletics. But athletics is the front porch of your institution, and being an athlete. Jackson State. It's not just about athletics, but it's about Jackson State University as a whole.
And in some ways now, it seems like the university is a bigger part of the community.
Right.
I mean, your attendance is incredible.
Right. You know, you're talking about averaging over 40,000 fans a game.
that's very exciting. You come on the weekends to see our alums come in and our supporters and just see the city of Jackson do really, really well. And some of the challenges that we've been through this year, we have band together and come together as one. And Jackson State football has been that strong suit for the city of Jackson. We've really done some amazing things, not only in the city of Jackson, but the state of Mississippi.
Okay, Ashley, thank you very much for coming by,
Thanks
man.
for
I appreciate it. Always good to see an old friend doing great at Jackson State. Well, we're going to pause for a timeout now. We'll be back for more of the halftime show. We'll maybe even check out the band for you. That's coming up in just a minute.
In less than a year, UTI can train you for opportunities, including the 68,000